You can't really be a efficient creator when your mind is already muddied, full of judgment, it's full of stories. Today, what you're going to do is something that you can do at any given point of time. And from then on, your awareness level rises up really, really high. This is not only going to help you rebalance your mind, but your complete energetic system. It's going to help you flush out anxiety. It's going to make you more focused in life, take out any kind of procrastination that may be lurking in your energy system, because all of this is being muddied by. In today's video, we are learning how to activate our minds for instant manifestation. What I'm talking about here is activating your mind by clearing it out, because a lot of times in our lives we are stuck in autopilot. And when I say there's a big obstacle that we face every single day that stops us from getting our manifestation, and that's nothing external, that's completely inside of us. And normally, if you're familiar with manifestation, you may think that this is your limiting beliefs, but actually, that's not quite it. Because after beliefs, there's this other part that keeps lingering in our minds and that runs on autopilot. Particular thing that I'm talking about here today is our thoughts. You may have heard in law of attraction communities that thought becomes things, and this is very rightly true, because it's our thoughts that gives direction to our life every step of the way. But the problem is a lot of times these are happening automatically. There are so many automatic negative thoughts that I like to call ants that are running in our mind constantly without us even knowing, and this is stopping us from achieving our goals. They're stopping us from creating the life that we desire for ourselves. So, today I'm going to be sharing with you this very, very profound and powerful technique that comes from the ancient teachings of Advaita Vedanta, or you can call it non duality. And it's going to help you just release all of these thoughts that are becoming a burden in your mind. And this is not only going to help you rebalance your mind, but your complete energetic system. It's going to help you flush out anxiety. It's going to make you more focused in life, take out any kind of procrastination that may be lurking in your energy system, because all of this is being muddied by the thoughts that we're facing in our minds. So, the things that I'm sharing here right now, I go in more depths in our consciousness mastery circle, which is a new group that we have started on school. And just because we recently started this group, you can join for it completely free, and you can also get like a complete elaborate course like the manifestation accelerator. So don't forget to check out the link in the description and join our group right now. Before I share this process or this really powerful technique with you, I have this simple question for you. And this question is, do you think? So I want you to actually think of this question and then try to answer as I'm saying this. Do you actually think? So your answer may be, of course, I think all the time. I think, therefore I am, like the Descartes said once upon time, right? I've been asking this question since last couple of years to many, many students of ours, and the answer is usually yes, I think. It's almost 99% people say that, yes, I think. But the truth is that we don't actually think. Because, see, thinking, as we're calling it, is like a verb, right? Something that we do. For example, I pick up this glass, I drink. So I can say I drank or I drink. But when it comes to thought, we don't actually think. The thoughts appear in our consciousness or our awareness, and it's simply appearing there, lingering there. Sometimes it goes from one thought to another, but the thoughts, they're not something that we actually invite into our minds, they're just appearing. And for that, let's actually do a little test as well, okay? You don't have to take my word for it or just think that I'm crazy. Let's actually do this test and then figure it out, okay? So, right now, what I want you to do is simply close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, wait for the next thought to appear. So if you're already noticing some thoughts, just see that these thoughts are not something that you invited or something that you did proactively. They're just something that's appearing in your awareness or in your mind, if that's easy to understand. And they may be telling different things. Maybe they're completely random. And notice that it's something that's happening. It's happening in your mind, but you're not the one doing it. You're not the thinker. Okay, so you can slowly open your eyes now. Okay, so as you did this exercise, you probably agree with me more that the question to the previous answer is no, right? We don't actually think. The thoughts are simply coming and we call that thinking, but are we actually inviting those thoughts? Just like glass of water that I drank. It was something that I did deliberately, something that I did by my choice, but the thinking happened automatically here. Isn't that true? So as we did that exercise, we were able to see that the thoughts, they're just coming randomly, and we actually identify with these thoughts, and then we start believing that it's our own thoughts, it's something that we are actually creating, but these are completely random. What we're actually trying to understand and trying to do is to silence our minds, to just get it to this point of clean slate, from where we can start painting new images into our mind, engraving these new images, which will in return become super powerful. Because as Neville Goddard says, consciousness is the only reality. But if our mind is already clouded with all these like useless thoughts, if we try to paint something images or like new ideas on top of it to manifest our desires, nothing's going to really change because we are just stuck in this old negative paradigm. On top of that, we have placed some new images, but those are not going to be as powerful or helpful because the underlying nature of the thoughts and the thinking patterns are still the same. But in order to move forward, the more we are able to completely silence our minds, the more better we are going to get in our lives. So the technique that we're about to explore here is very, very simple, to be honest. It's just a simple exercise that we'll have to do in order to observe these thoughts. Here in a second, also be guiding you through a meditation, and you can find the complete version of this inside of our Consciousness Mastery Circle. And before that, let me just briefly explain what is happening here. So, normally you can find yourself here. You are the awareness that is observing the reality. Okay, so you are not the body, you are the awareness that is observing what is happening in the body. But what happens in the body, we usually feel that inside of ourselves. And even these feelings, whatever is happening in the external world or our own bodies, we experience them as thoughts. And the thing closest to understanding is our thoughts. So everything that we are observing within, that we are taking within, comes in the forms of thoughts. And these thoughts are usually creating meanings in our mind about what something means, whether if it's good or bad. It's full of judgment, it's full of stories. As soon as you cut off the thoughts, you will not only free up your mind, you will expand your whole energetic system after that. And from then on, your awareness level rises up really, really high. You can't really be a efficient creator when your mind is already muddied. You have to free up your mind. Today, what you're going to do is something that you can do it at any given point of time. So what I want you to do now is sit in a very comfortable position, and you can have your palms facing upwards, rested on your lap. And for this process particularly, I want you to keep your back straight as well. And now close your eyes. And as soon as you close your eyes, bring your attention to your breath. And I mean, just bring your attention to your breath. Don't try to control or manipulate your breathing. Let it unfold naturally. You can observe what's going on. How is your breath? Is it coming in freely? Or do you feel some tightness? Does it feel constricted as you're trying to draw in the air? Let it out. Simply observe. Look at it from a distance. Let go of all the desire to control it, to regulate it. Just come into this place of observing. And now, I want you to slowly bring your focus to the thoughts in your mind. Simply observe the thoughts and just notice they might be thoughts about different things, about the past, something you may have done earlier, or the present about this meditation, or how you're feeling in this particular moment of time, or the future. Regardless, don't pay attention to what the thoughts are saying. Just from a distance, I want you to observe and know that these are simply thoughts. No matter what they try to say or whatever information that they're trying to come up with or trying to share with you, no matter whatever form it's coming in, whether if it's in the form of a voice, as if it's trying to guide you or say certain things to you, or if it's coming as some visions or visuals, whatever form this thought is coming in, observe from a distance, letting yourself know that this is simply a thought. Just let them pass by in a distance. Also understand, as soon as we pay attention to whatever they're trying to explain or share with us, we get lost in those thoughts. So even if you find yourself getting entangled in these thoughts, simply remind yourself that this is not you thinking. It is simply thoughts that's coming up in your mind. The more we pay attention to these thoughts, the more interest arises. And the more interest arises towards these thoughts, the more stickier they become. We'll start to believe them. And soon after, we'll start believing that we are the ones thinking, when in fact, these thoughts are just appearing randomly. They're just flowing in and flowing out, just like waves in the ocean. And as soon as you notice these thoughts or recognize these thoughts dissolve because they are simply illusions. There's no reason to believe it and no reason to pay attention to it. Simply let the thoughts go and come into this space that lies in between two thoughts. That space of emptiness, nothingness, where in scriptures it's called Sat Chit Ananda, the state of infinite bliss. Now, from this state of infinite bliss, I want you to feel your power as the creator of your reality. Now, bring into your mind, what is it that you're trying to accomplish? How do you want your life to look like? Imagine being there. In a particular moment where you have already accomplished your goals. Look around to see what is happening around you. What shows that you have already accomplished your goals? What shows here that you're living your dream life? Now feel gratitude for this moment, for this future life, for already having come true. Feel grateful for it. Feel all these other emotions that you're feeling right now, the emotions of confidence, the feeling of security, the feeling of accomplishment, the pride that you're feeling. Let these emotions grow within you. And know that you are the creator of your destiny and that it is already done. Now, when I count from 1 to 5, you will slowly open your eyes internalizing everything that you've learned today in this process, this meditation, letting all those feelings internalize within you. 1, 2, feeling more and more relaxed in your body. 3, feeling more and more energized. 4, you can just shake your legs and shake your hands. Start to feel your body in the present moment. And 5, take a long deep breath. And as you exhale, slowly open your eyes. And welcome back to this new reality. I hope you felt the power through this meditation. And if you want to be a part of our school community, which is also about sharing and growing together as a community, you can find the link for that in our description box below. And if you have any questions for me, you can also ask me there. Okay. So, with that being said, guys, I want to wish you all the very best. Happy manifesting, and I'll see you in our next video.